I'm Max and today I'm doing a video in which I tell you facts about a specific doll line. The last one I did 100 facts about Rainbow High. You should check it out. Today, I could not find 100 facts on this brand. It's called Locksies. But I am going to give you 26 facts about the brand Locksies. In case you've never heard of them, stick around. Learn about them, okay? Number 1. Locksies is a doll line released sometime around 2014. Number 2. They were created by the company Bandai. Number 3. The dolls retailed for £10.99. I don't know if that's how you actually say that, which is $14.86 US dollars, so $14.86. And that is just translated, okay? I use whatever, so I can't guarantee that that is the price that it is now, but that's okay. Number 4. These dolls were not sold in the United States. However, they were sold in Europe. Number 5. According to a former employee of Bandai, the reason they were never sold in the US was because of the poor performance of, how do you say that? Harumiku. Sorry if I said that wrong. I apologize. Number 6. Locksies are a fashion doll and craft line. Number 7. You lock the fabric in with special branded stylists in the holes that were in the back of the doll. For this, I actually did attempt to find the backing of the doll's back, but either nobody wants to show the new doll's back or there's just not photos of it. But here's the best one that I could find. So there were basically holes in the back of her body. Number 8. For the doll, you were given fabric for the doll. However, you could use your own fabric from home. It still worked with the same process. It wasn't special fabric. So that's a neat idea. If you run out of fabric or there's a specific one that you really liked or found somewhere else, you could use that same stuff. Number 9. The doll was limited to dresses without sleeves. Number 10. The dolls also could not wear homemade pants. So using the product that they had, you couldn't actually make pants. If you see the one girl, she's wearing pants in the art. Technically, you couldn't do that. Also, some of them are wearing sleeves, which is weird. However, I don't know if I actually put this in here, so you might already hear it again. But I couldn't actually tell how many dolls were made. Obviously, there's 4 characters and there's 4 dolls. However, some of them, in some of the photos, and I'm not sure if they just never released the dolls, but they do look like they're wearing pants. So I don't know if I put those in, and I will point them out when I see them. But from what I can see, I've only seen 4 dolls ever listed on secondary markets. However, I've seen photos for more than 1 doll, or more than 4, I should say. Number 11. Locksies is a spin-off of the Harumiku line, which is another toy created by the same company, Bandai. I hope that's how you say it, Bandai. Number 12. The concept of Harumiku is they are mannequins that you can put fabric around and design outfits, I believe with either the same or very similar lock gimmick that Locksies have. Number 13. The reason why Locksies were created was because many children actually wished Harumiku mannequins were dolls. Number 14. There are 4 characters in this line. Obviously, if you can see. Number 15. Mickey, again, if I say any of these names wrong, I do apologize, is a fashion designer. And then I also added the little excerpt that they put on the website that they had for these dolls, so stay for that, okay? Meet Mickey, the queen of fashion fabric and quite the seamstress. She can make 5 fashionable outfits out of just one piece of fabric. She dreams of one day having her own clothing brand at Fashion Week in New York or Paris. Number 16. Ellie, who is the interior designer, meet Ellie. She's the interior designer genius of the bunch. From the time she was 3 years old, she was already arranging her bedroom. You will never catch Ellie without her tablet and her interior design software. She locks style into any room. Number 17. Meet Ricky. She is a hair and makeup diva. She is really artistic. Maybe it's a real artist at heart, so designing hair and makeup comes naturally to her. She always has the most unique hairstyle ideas, and makeup always looks gorgeous, never overdone. Her true dream is to have her own cosmetics and hair product line. Meet Carrie? Is it Carrie or Kari? The DIY expert of the group. She's a do-it-yourself fashion everything. Oops. There we go. Everything, hair, shoes, clothes, you name it. She lives on all the social network sites and sharing her fashion, and when she is not posting new ideas, she's getting her lock-on style with her own DIY videos to share her love of crafting with everyone. You won't find Carrie without her glue gun. That was number 18, by the way. Number 19. Mickey and Ricky are twins. Hence, they look pretty similar. I did have to, in fact, make sure these were the same doll and not that these were 2 different dolls and not the same doll. Number 20. They are 15 centimeters, which is about 5 to 6 inches. And I left there's a hand in there, so you can kind of see the idea. They're pretty small. I didn't know that. I actually thought they were bigger than that. They're quite small from what I've seen. Number 21. The dolls have 5 points of articulation. Movement at the head, arms, and legs. Number 22. The doll line also released a few playsets, which included a ride and style convertible car that could be transformed into a vanity set. Number 23. Some of the characters came with pets that could be styled with fabric. Hence this adorable little piggy. Number 24. The car retailed for £19.99. I don't know if that's how you actually say it, by the way. And it's throwing me off. Number 25. For me, there's not really a way to tell how many dolls exist. Okay, here we are. I know that there's at least 4 characters that they made into dolls, plus one of the play sets that was on eBay that does, in fact, come with a doll. However, when I searched Locksies, I can see so many other dolls that I can't tell if they were just shown at a toy fair or if they were actually released because there's not a detailed list. So it's hard to tell. However, here are some other ones. These ones are ones that I can't tell if they actually existed, but they do come with pets. If you see, there's the little piggy. And then if you see the one in the very bottom corner, that one is clearly pants. There's clearly pants. Not on the doll, the one with brown hair, the brunette, to her right, is that right? That's clearly pants, and I've seen photos of the doll wearing it. So I can't tell if these were just dolls that were never released, but got like a box design, because that happens sometimes. Because clearly when I look things up, there were these dolls, they didn't have a way to make pants. So I'm curious if they eventually overcame that but never released these dolls, because I have seen that doll in those pants. Anyways, just a little side note. Last one, number 26. Locksies has since been discontinued, and they no longer make the dolls. Nonetheless, they're very nice and very pretty, and I do really want them. They're not insanely expensive online, on second-hand markets, so if you're interested in getting these, they're a lot smaller than what I thought they were, so I'm kind of curious to check them out. And I just want to know how well their like gimmick works, and I think they're a fun concept and a fun line, and I think they'd be really fun to add into a collection, or at least my collection, someday. Again, there's not a lot of information out there, so I was just going back and forth between different sites that did have information, and I'm sad that they didn't get like a long run. But it's nice that they at least made one of each character. Some doll lines didn't do that. Star Darling. But that's okay. Anyways, I'm ActPeb. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for when I go over more dolls. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!